Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading. I'm the Urban Seer. Welcome to the channel if you're new here, welcome back if you've been here before. So in today's reading we're going to be looking at the month of December. We'll explore the overall energies at the start of the month, followed by insights into your work, finances, love life, challenges throughout the month and blessings throughout the month. And then we'll end the reading looking at where you find yourself as the month wraps up. If you do enjoy this reading, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you catch me for all future readings. I also go live 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. It would be great for you to join us there and join the community. Just bring your questions and receive a free live reading. If you'd prefer a personal private reading, click the link to my Shopify store in the description box below. But Sagittarius, let's jump into your December reading. Okay, Sagittarius, so I'm going to start off with your Oracle card. This is from the Urban Crow deck. It was funny, I've just done Scorpio's reading and this was their Oracle card as well. And it's called, as we can see, Scavenge. And there's a couple of messages here. First off, it's about not disregarding opportunities that come your way this month that may not be what you expect or what you wanted even. They might look like scraps, okay? When we think of scavenge, it's like we can see this crow here who is finding food and surviving almost on scraps. But the message being, the underlying message being that there is nothing kind of lowly about these scraps. There is lots of opportunity and potential in this what is coming towards you this month. So don't disregard, say, something that might seem like a small opportunity, or like I say, not something that you maybe initially had desired. You would want something bigger, would want something better. But it's that kind of idea that, you know, anything that we want or something that is very successful, always it started from a seed. Okay, Sagittarius. So this is what, rather than seeing it as scraps, it's almost like seeds that you can plant that are coming towards you that can flourish and grow into something beautiful and something really successful. So make the most of it and don't disregard kind of really anything that comes your way this month. Capitalize on those seeds that come your way. We move into the tarot now of the first week, and we have kick off with a major arcana and the devil. So this tells me that you are coming off the back of, say, in November or maybe previous months leading up to this, quite an intense period. And the devil is all about needing to break habits that no longer serve us. So it can be connections with people that we've outgrown. that we know aren't good for us. It's about habits and behaviors that, again, that we know aren't good for us, but we continue to cycle around and repeat. So take what resonates with that, with what area of your life that you see this manifesting. Is it in a connection with someone? Is it not taking care of yourself maybe in the best way that you should? Is it being reactive to a person or circumstances in a way that you know isn't helpful to the situation and just kind of keeps you bound to this person or circumstance and keeps you going round? Now, it takes a lot to break these ties, okay? It's no small ask. I'm not just saying, just kind of break that tie, move on. It's a process. But this is where you find yourself. Spirit is advising you to continue to keep working on that and keep looking at that area that you know needs some kind of tie, some chain needs to be broken. Because we move into the placement of work and we have the Ace of Materials, which talks about a new opportunity. It talks about new stability, new opportunities potentially coming off of one of these, which we talked about, one of these seeds that is coming your way that can be grow into something magnificent, something substantial. We see all this growth here, blossoming flowers. So in work, work is, can, whatever that means to you, if it's career, if it can be family orientated, if you work, if your home is your work, it's that place where we show up every day and put work and effort into, okay, be it parent, be it a career, be it if you're with a company, if you're self-employed, etc., etc. And this is a new opportunity. So take that, I'm sure that you will, but jump on this opportunity, Sagittarius. It has the potential to lead on to something that has longevity. And I believe with it being material, so this in the traditional deck is Pentacles, so connected to financial growth as well. But yeah, this is positive change. This is new opportunities open up to you that bring in more stability. If you've had some instability in this area, you can expect things to get easier on that front. And you begin to, this opportunity takes you in the right direction. We then move directly onto the placement of finances, which is the Six of Voices. And this is about a transition, another transition as well, much like this new opportunity represents a transition. The Six of Voices is a transition from choppy waters into calmer waters. So if you've had a difficult time with money, if things have been very up and down, if things have been difficult, you can again expect things to get easier, which may come off the back directly for some of you with this new opportunity, yeah? A new revenue stream, a new job even for some of you maybe, if that's what you're looking for. Six of Voices as well, it connects to leaving outdated behaviors and thoughts, habits that, again, that you've outgrown, much like this devil energy, but on a kind of less intense level. It's about certain ideas maybe that you have around money. Maybe there's issues of lack even, or if there's worries that you have had around money that no longer applies, you move into calmer waters. It's about understanding that choppy water time is over. You can also expect this card brings a message, help from unexpected places, that can apply to some of you. There is a connection here that we see between this person's energy and this person who felt that they were alone but actually gets some help. So this could be someone introducing you to someone that can financially benefit you or give you some advice, some pointers that give you a boost financially. Let's move on to the fourth placement, and we have the Ace of Voices, and this placement is for love. An Ace of Voices, another ace, okay, so another new beginning here. This is about getting some clarity. It can be about news and information coming through. It can be about having a new idea and a new thought in this area of love and romance. We have the white owl, which represents wisdom as well. So this can be about maybe a conversation. If you're in a connection, it can be about having a conversation that clears the air, that opens up a different, again, a different pathway, a new beginning, where an opportunity where you get to speak your truth and you get to have some clarity from that, so you can hear your person's truth and you can share your truth, and off the back of that opens up this new pathway for you both, which is a better road than maybe what you've been on. So there's a sense here that the air needs to be cleared. If you're in no contact, this can be about new communication coming through. If you're single, this can be about someone expressing their feelings to you, a new love interest. But wherever you're at in connection, it's a fresh start and it's a new beginning off the back of finding out some new information and some new kind of newfound truth. Now, I like to bring in the hidden truth oracle at this point, which is, if you have a specific person, Sagittarius, so if you're in a connection or if you're in no contact, whatever your circumstances is, that this is your message from a specific person that I like to bring in at this point. Messages that maybe they're not able to say to you yet, but they want to say to you. So what's going on behind the scenes? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So that's for some of you in separation. They are still struggling with that. So even if it seemed easy and you think that they don't care anymore, behind the scenes they do. It was difficult for them. I wish I had treated you better. So there's some guilt here. Someone has regret about the way that they behaved. Final message for you, Spirit. I know that I crossed that line with you. So they feeling guilty that they messed up in some way, Sagittarius. And this Ace of Voices is going to bridge that gap, I feel like, and you're going to have some truth is going to be spoken. You're going to be able to, I'm almost seeing this like it's a prayer flag, but it looks like almost laundry to me, like airing your dirty laundry, but in a positive way, okay? Like getting out those things that needed to be said, that those unspoken things, and this ultimately bringing you closer. So let's move on to now the challenges that you have throughout December, Sagittarius. And we have the Eight of Materials. Eight of Materials is all about effort, work, putting in hard work and being consistent. Couple of messages here. One, it can be mindful not to burn yourself out with Eight of Materials, and kind of what I'm hearing is allowing everything to become all about work. This person is like kind of juggling a lot here, so you can expect to be busy throughout the month of December. There is a lot of opportunities and growth, which we've seen with this Ace of Materials, this scavenge being representing new opportunities, the Six of Voices, financial improvements through new opportunities. So there's a lot going on. It's good movement, it's positive movement, but be careful not to allow, I think in the month of December, for things just to become all work and no play. Rest is just as important as action when we're trying to reach our goal. That's something to remember, okay? And remember that you won't be able to sort of produce quality work or make the progress that you want to if you're just reaching a point of exhaustion, if you're just kind of going through the motions and doing what needs to be done because you're so burnt out. So try to carve out some time for yourself for rest. Like I say, it's just as important as action, Sagittarius. We then move on to blessings. Seven of Inspiration. This is holding space. Can you see how you're holding space for yourself? Like I mentioned here, all work and no play. This is holding space for play. This is holding space for magic, Sagittarius. This is you are ruled by the element of fire. This is your inner world, your fire, your inspiration, your, in a way, like your soul, like who you really are. And you're having to work quite hard here, actually, at holding that space, having a lot of focus. Maybe circumstances, people or circumstances are at times throughout this month are pushing against you to try to encroach on your space and your time and your rest time as well, or just enjoying yourself and that place where you're in here, I see, of just being in a place where the pressure is off and you're just doing stuff that you enjoy. So this is your blessing, this spark, this fire that you have within you, and making time in throughout December to do the things that you enjoy, that keep your spirit lifted and keep you fired up and ready for the fight, Sagittarius. So don't allow this to close in on you. You know how to do this. I think you know that this is important, and you can sense when people are pushing against you, like that line. If you know when you're kind of very willing to work very hard and put in the effort, but you're also the type of person that knows when that line's getting close to being crossed. So continue to, that in itself is a blessing that you understand that. So continue to hold that space for time, for good times, for pleasure, for fun. Or what's the point, yeah? What's the point? And then where do you find yourself in this beautiful Six of Inspiration, the card of victory, the card of success? You're ending the month on a real high here, Sagittarius. So I think you can see significant progress in these new opportunities, and particularly drawn to these aces, these fresh starts and new beginnings that are ahead of for you, Sagittarius, that are happening in the month of December, and you really capitalizing on those opportunities and it being quite significant and life-changing for you, bringing you much closer to this victory and success. And I feel like you'll have a much clearer picture by the end of the month of feeling on track to victory and success, and beginning to actually see signs, being in that energy, not just on the road to success, but actually succeeding and having victories. This person is really reveling in that. And again, it's your element of fire with inspiration. So feeling in your personal power, feeling in your own energy and fired up, and ending the month in a very positive place. We started off with a tricky devil energy, but you're ending it in a victorious energy. Final messages, we have the Four of Emotions. And this is about, the Four of Emotions is, I see, about keeping an open mind this month. So again, almost harking back to this scavenge things, about certain things that might initially seem a bit disappointing, that didn't materialize to what you had quite expected or wanted things to, or you kind of had a particular idea maybe of how you wanted things to pan out and it didn't happen that way, and getting fixated on the ways that it didn't work out. But what you don't see is this fourth cup, or be mindful to be open and see the fourth cup, which is a different way of doing things, Sagittarius. It's about really this month as well, keeping an open mind to these aces, these new directions, and being open-minded about the road to victory and success. You may have a particular idea of how that should look and how you want it to go, and I feel like you're going to get a few curveballs, and that you'll find success may come in surprising ways, in different ways, but you need to remain open to that and not reject opportunities that don't line up with how you imagine it. And I see it happening in kind of maybe a different way than how you imagined, but nonetheless you still end up in success and in a place of victory. But I see it happening in maybe a different way than you anticipated. So stay open-minded. When things don't happen how you imagined, just see it, it's that one door closing, another door opening. You've just been redirected. That's all that's happening. It's not that it means no, this isn't going to happen. It's just happening in a different way. So remain open-minded, Sagittarius. But that was your December reading, Sagittarius. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up and leave any comments in the below. It's always great to have feedback and see how this resonated for you. Like I say, subscribe so you don't miss any videos. It would be great to see you on a live tarot. Just please join me there Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Personal readings in the description box below. But wishing you all the best for the month of December, Sagittarius. Love and light.